Welcome to this tutorial on memory layout in NumPy. Today we'll explore two fundamental concepts, C order and Fortran order. These represent row major and column major memory storage patterns. Understanding how arrays are stored in memory is crucial for writing efficient NumPy code and can dramatically impact your program's performance. Memory layout determines how multidimensional arrays are stored in contiguous memory. While arrays appear to be multidimensional structures with rows and columns, computer memory is actually linear, like a single long line of storage locations. The way we map these multidimensional structures onto linear memory has a significant impact on performance. Accessing elements in the correct sequence can be 10 to 100 times faster than accessing them in the wrong order, making memory layout a critical consideration for efficient programming. C order, also known as row major layout, is the default memory arrangement in NumPy, C, and Python. In this layout, array elements are stored row by row in memory. When iterating through the array, the last dimension changes fastest. For example, if we create a 2 by 3 array with values 1 through 6 using order equals C, the memory stores these values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, following the natural row order. This is the most common layout you'll encounter in NumPy. Fortran order, also called column major layout, is used in languages like Fortran, MATLAB, and R. Unlike C order, Fortran order stores array elements column by column in memory. Here, the first dimension changes fastest when iterating. Using the same 2 by 3 array with values 1 through 6, but specifying order equals F, the memory arrangement becomes 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. Notice how it stores all elements from the first column, then the second column, and finally the third column. Let's compare these two layouts side by side. Both start with the same two-dimensional array containing rows 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. With C order, the memory layout follows row order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With Fortran order, the memory layout follows column order, 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. The visual representation shows that while the array looks identical in both cases, the underlying memory storage is completely different. This difference becomes critical when you're accessing array elements in loops or performing operations. You can check an array's memory layout using the flags attribute. When you create an array without specifying an order, it defaults to C order. Checking C underscore contiguous returns true, while F underscore contiguous returns false. If you create an array with order equals F, then F underscore contiguous returns true. This flags attribute is useful when you need to verify how your array is stored in memory, especially when working with arrays from different sources or when performance optimization is critical. Understanding memory layout is essential for performance optimization. Accessing elements in the wrong order causes cache misses, which significantly slow down your program. For C-order arrays, you should iterate over rows first, meaning the last axis varies fastest. For Fortran order arrays, iterate over columns first, with the first axis varying fastest. Cache-friendly access patterns that match the memory layout can improve performance by 10 to 100 times for large arrays. This dramatic difference occurs because processors load chunks of memory into cache, and sequential access is much faster than jumping around in memory. Let's summarize the key points. C order or row major layout is NumPy's default, where the last dimension varies fastest. Fortran order or column major layout has the first dimension varying fastest. When creating arrays, you can explicitly specify order equals C or order equals F to control the memory layout. Always match your iteration patterns to the memory layout for optimal performance. Understanding memory layout is crucial for writing efficient NumPy code, especially when working with large datasets or performance-critical applications. This knowledge will help you make informed decisions about array creation and manipulation in your projects.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.